the importance of the song structure is often overlooked, despite having a huge impact on how we as listeners perceive a song. The song structure could help get the hook stuck in our heads, but it could also enhance the story a song is telling, meaning it plays a key part in songwriting and arrangement. Today we are looking at some of the classic song structures as well as exploring some unusual ones by looking at examples from Monsta X discography.
One may argue there are no rules to art, and they wouldn't be wrong. However, when it comes to any pop music, we want to balance familiarity with surprise in order to maximize catchiness and win listeners over. A group which does this very well is Monsta X. They recently came back with Beautiful Liar and certainly broke many rules, yet received plenty of praise. But before we jump into this one, let's look at how most K-pop songs are actually structured.
With an incredibly rich discography by now, Monsta X have explored a number of song structure approaches. We have mentioned this one before, and it would be hard to find a group which has never done a song following it. In fact, this general layout is rather common for pop in general, and many other genres.
Why, you may ask? It's rather simple. We spoke about the rule of three when we broke down how to write a chorus. Essentially, humans love hearing things in groups of three as it establishes a pattern. However, we also want to keep things interesting, and we can do this by repeating something twice and switching things up the third time around. Previously we mentioned how usually the last, i.e. third chorus, is more explosive than the other two, with extra ad-libs and often instrumentation, which deviates from what we've already heard before.
The same thing applies to verses. While generally different in K-pop, both verses often have similar energy and would be followed by a similar pre-chorus. The bridge, which we could think of as the third verse, offers contrast and most often skips the pre-chorus and goes straight into a final chorus.
I want you eat me like a main dish. To go a day to the hot dish.
But there is another fairly common song structure Monsta X have turned to a number of times.
That's right, many songs start with the chorus. But let's unpack this a bit. Many K-pop songs have a two-part chorus, and Monsta X are no exception. A common approach is a fuller A-chorus top line, and in Monsta X case, this is often a sung one. The B-chorus top line is a lot more repetitive and contains the hook.
It is indeed the hook we want to start our song with. Why would we do that? We often say the goal of a songwriter is to convince the listener to stay until the chorus, the first high-energy point in a song which contains the catchiest part. Starting with the hook is a simple way to wow someone within the first few seconds. Usually, the way it is presented is underdeveloped compared to the actual chorus, though it doesn't need to be. Once the full chorus hits, the one after the first verse, it's already familiar, further increasing its catchiness.
Dramama, ramama, ramama, hey. 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 Dramama, ramama, ramama, hey.
Not only is the chorus much more catchy since it's already familiar, but having the hook in the intro already also makes it possible for listeners to instantly recognize the song after just a couple of seconds. This is not just a common thing in K-pop. Many popular and highly successful songs, in fact arguably some of the greatest songs of all time, follow this approach.
We could do a mix of the two approaches too. We could start the first verse with part of the chorus, in this case the B chorus, but then continue the verse differently.
경쟁은 언제나 의심 없이 no cap cap 이건 나의 reality 불가능은 없어 ability 위에 가려진 duality 재단보다 장식품 퀄리티 도시 위기의 발버만 보고 달려 no backpack 짜릿한 경쟁은 언제나 의심 없이 no cap cap get down whoa, get down whoa, whoa, get down whoa, whoa. Come on.
Or instead of revealing the chorus from the get-go, we could add a small but key part of it in the intro.
Fantasia, Fantasia, Fantasia. Do you want me raised?
But rules are there to be broken, and that's exactly what Monsta X did with Beautiful Liar.
Beautiful Liar starts with the same lines that the chorus has, but with a more toned down arrangement.
It then perfectly flows into a melodic verse, which is followed by a much more energetic pre-chorus.
Of course, we have the chorus, which is already familiar. The arrangement here, however, is richer, making the part feel more like a chorus and less like a verse.
We have a rap second verse with another pre-chorus, which is pretty standard.
Tell me, nigga, know the guy, how do you want me? I like when I'm in danger, love me how to when I shot it.
But this is where things get interesting. Instead of the chorus we expect, we are thrown straight into a bridge. Earlier we explained why choruses are important, so skipping one is a very bold move.
But the surprises don't stop here. After the rap bridge, we're back to the very first verse.
고통스러운 아픔도 네 앞에 fine art. Tell me you love me cause 더 좋으니 oh I'm at the right now. 위태롭고 위험해 짙어지는 danger sign.
We do not get the pre-chorus again, however. Instead we go straight into the chorus, and then in the verse again. Important to note that this time around the arrangement is busier, so despite the parts repeating within seconds, the energy flow is increasing.
So the general song structure is this. But why would someone choose such a confusing song structure? Well, let's go back to the very beginning. The song is called Beautiful Liar and speaks about toxic love. The luring deception Monsta X sing about is one we feel with a disorienting song structure.
Moreover, the lyrics speak of toxic but addictive love, one that is hard to escape despite the pain. As we already saw, the verse and the chorus of the song are written in a way where one can lead to the other and vice versa, and this is demonstrated at the very end of the song. This is indeed a sonic depiction of the words we hear, making the song structure an artistic choice.
But what do you think? Let us know in the comments below.
If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for more, and if you want to work with us, get in touch, info in the description below.